with actually my neighbor, okay, Mr. Eric Doshier. For those of you who don't know him, and many of you probably already do, you get around you with a few organizations and stuff, right?
I try to, yes, indeed.
But Eric is also my friend and neighbor, and he actually organized a trip. Could you talk about that briefly, the Selma 50th anniversary trip?
Yeah, we organized that trip last year to commemorate the 50th anniversary of Bloody Sunday in Selma, Alabama. And it was a one-day event. We went down, we drove down, we had 3 buses, a little over 200 people from Lake Charles went, and joined forces with probably roughly 100,000 other people.
Oh man, it was crazy. And of course the president was there. Many dignitaries were there, some of them of whom was there for the original walk when it went down.
John Lewis.
Yes, he was there. I loved his speech. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
And real quickly, we're going to touch on this just like ever so quickly. Okay. Y'all, please go vote. Please go vote. Please go vote. You hear all the rhetoric and the hate. There's one simple thing you could do to silence that hateful message, and that's push one button.
That's it. Cast your vote.
Just vote. Don't let this opportunity pass by. If there was ever a reason to vote, this is a reason to go vote. This is a reason to make sure that you stand up and you shut down all of this hateful rhetoric, okay? So please show up at the polls and vote. Bloody Sunday was is a prime example of why we need to vote, why we should vote. You shouldn't want somebody to make decisions without you having a say, right?
No doubt. And not only that, just think about it. People actually gave their lives so that you and I could have this opportunity to make this happen. And I mean, if nothing else, think about them when you're going into the
That's right. Just to register the vote. Yeah, just to register the vote. They had to recite the Constitution and all kinds of crazy stuff. So please honor them, honor yourselves, and get out and vote, okay? So that was a wonderful trip. I went, and man, it was very moving to see all those people. And me and Miss Pye, we sat and talked the entire trip. I found somebody that could talk as much as me, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. So trip number 2, what's up?
Yes, this is another Eric Doshier production. We're going to go to Memphis this time, the site of Dr. Martin Luther King's assassination in the Lorraine Hotel. And I'm calling this my barbecue and blues getaway. Memphis is known for their barbecue. They're known for their blues. We're going to go down on a 52-passenger luxury cruise coach liner. We're going to spend the night at a 4-star hotel. The cost is only $225 per person, but that includes the ride there and back. That includes the hotel room that night. That also includes dinner at B.B. King's restaurant, which is, I'm told, the best barbecue place in Memphis.
Okay.
And we're also, to cap all that off, we're going to go to the site of, like I said, the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King. And some people think that his death ended an era in our lifetime, but it actually created one. And we're going to make sure that we continue to struggle, we continue to fight to
preserve it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and equality for everybody. Irregardless to your gender or preference or color, equality for everybody. And again, for the good folk to stand by and let some that refuse to move on and grow and evolve run the world, shame on us. So that, again, one thing we could do is do this. It's called to cast your vote.
That's it.
Okay? So that's a great price, though, man. $225 to cover all of that.
That's it. It's not about trying to make money. I'm trying to get people. I'm trying to bring awareness to what our cause is. I think it's been lost along the way somewhere, and I've decided I'm gonna do something like this every single year as long as the good Lord allows me to see another day. That's my focus.
And I think that's really cool because, again, it's not only a reminder of where we come from, but where we need to go, but it's also, some of these folks that participated even last year probably would not have had the opportunity to have gone because they can't really drive or don't drive or don't have a vehicle or just didn't have the money to finance something like that by themselves. They didn't have to worry about driving back. They didn't have to worry about somebody going with them. Some of the people that rode went by themselves, but as a group, you're not really by yourself. So if this is something that you would like to do and something you would like to experience, I say go for it. You only live once. History and education has never hurt anybody. And to be informed nowadays, we need as much information as we can get.
That's exactly it. And and speaking of information, if anybody wants more information, I can be reached 337-263-4343. Give me a call and I'll answer any question you might have, tell you anything that you need to know. My main thing is I just want us to show up and have a good time. And not only that, but realize how much our past plays a definite role in our present and our future.
Amen, brother. Amen. All right. So my man Eric Doshier, trip number 2, barbecuing the blues. That's what we gonna do, okay? And I'm gonna be on the bus, and this time I'm gonna bring a camera and I'm gonna film, and we're just gonna really enjoy it. And I'll even blog afterwards, so you guys who didn't get an opportunity to go could check it out. By the way, there'll be all this that we just talked about below within this post, so you could definitely get more details. But we hope that you join us. Again, the deadline to get the money in.
The deadline for the to pay the fee is March the 20th.
Okay.
That is the absolute deadline.
The absolute positive deadline. And the trip is going to take place April 15th and 16th. So it's a 2-day trip. Coming back on the 16th?
Coming back on the 16th.
But late.
Yeah, it'll be like late Saturday afternoon.
Okay.
Into the evening.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Be seeing you
in
the hood, on the bus, around the corner, and keep it live. We're the People's Station, 107 JAMZ.